Now, the Caravan Camping and Motorhome Show isn't necessarily known as a go-to event to see new motorhome ranges, but that's all changed this year. As a relative newcomer to the market, Bailey can release its products when it wants to. This is what it does with its touring caravan ranges, where it basically eschews the annual upgrade cycle that its competitors do. This means for visitors to the show at this time of year, halfway through the season, there's something genuinely new, fresh and exciting to have a look at. And that's just what we're going to do with this new range. Now, Bailey fanboys and fangirls will know that this is actually the fourth range of Bailey Approach motorhomes. First of all, we had SE, then they took the range vertically upwards with the Approach Autograph, then they had Bailey Approach Compact, and now we have Approach Advance. The new range is actually designed for people new to the pastime, people upgrading from a touring caravan into the comfort and refinement that only a motorhome can offer. Now, to this end, Bailey has made a couple of engineering modifications to the vehicle to make this transition very straightforward. First of all is that the width of the van is not particularly much more pronounced than the width of the cab, a very good move for people that may be not used to piloting a motorhome down country lanes. Also, the actual step into the vehicle isn't particularly pronounced. This is due to the use of the Alco AMC chassis that keeps things fairly low to the floor and also gives great driving characteristics. Now, one other great thing about this vehicle is the new front end. The Peugeot Boxer is, in my opinion, the most aesthetically pleasing vehicle to come off the Seville production line. That's the Citroën Relay, Fiat Ducato and Peugeot Boxer. I'm sure you'll agree it looks absolutely cracking. Some lovely design and that little silver finish around the grille and all the decals spot on. So you tour as a couple, you want the comfort and convenience of an end lounge. Well, how about this, the 615? Let's have a look. Now, with all the fine weather we have in the UK, you can clearly see the appeal of an end lounge. When it's sunny outside and lively and warm, you can just come and sit in the end lounge. And obviously when it rains, you do the complete opposite. That notwithstanding, this lounge is a comfortable place to be, and it converts into a spacious double bed by using the tried and tested routine of pulling the slats up through the middle, caravan style. If you're thinking that this lounge isn't for you, then the Approach Advance has more to it than that. It is not a one-trick pony when it comes to lounges. So you're still a touring couple, but this time you want a front parallel lounge. Well, the 635 could be the van for you. Now, Bailey has cleverly added another popular lounge configuration in the Approach Advance range. As you can see, this is the parallel front lounge. It is very common in UK touring caravans, and you can see why it's so popular. Earlier on, I mentioned about a pony. In fact, you could get a horse in here, it's so big. And added to that, you have a lovely galley, a dresser on this side, and the comfort and convenience of an end washroom. What's not to like about this layout? So you've had a couple of children since we last met. Well, how about the 640? This could be the van for you. Now, the beauty of this layout is that you have two separate zones. You have the front lounge here, parallel seating again with a bed underneath, and you have a bed at the back for mum and dad. And you also have a Whopping corner washroom with a separate shower compartment. And behind me, a really well-equipped kitchen. And there's also a wardrobe. They've certainly packed a lot into this van. So maybe the grandchildren are coming now. Well, the 665 can cater for all your needs. Now, this is the big dog in the Approach Advance range. Look at this Whopping end lounge, fantastic for those days in the van. Moving further forwards, we have a pretty generous washroom with a rather large shower compartment, pretty good. There's a full galley, and get this, a proper dinette with a drop-down bed on top. So all in all, a pretty impressive range of new motorhomes there from Bailey. There are some cracking layouts in there, and I'm sure they're going to be very popular with people already into the pastime or coming at it afresh from caravans. A couple of other things to note about these new vans is that the weights top out at 3,500 kilograms, so that anyone with an ordinary car licence can drive them. Prices start at just under £39,000 and go to just above 40 grand, so very price competitive. If this is an entry-level range, I think they pulled off a great trick, because some of these features are being offered at a very low price point when compared to the range above. I think Approach Advance could be a big success for Bailey, and never mind the competition, I reckon it'll give the range above in Bailey's portfolio a run for its money. The specification is right on, the interiors look really fresh, and the value for money is excellent.